500 years ago, the Carmedy-Smythe family were in their prime. 27,000 acres, 18 farmsteads, and a 42-roomed 16th century mansion. All this is set to be lost if the current lord of the manor does not produce an heir. Nigel Carmedy-Smythe is the family's last hope.
Yes, well, my first wife, Cynthia, we met at the village fete, which I hold here on the grounds every year. She was showcasing her sow, very fine sow indeed. I think it was a Gloucester. I remember that I was instantly attracted to her when I saw her across the paddock. She had broad shoulders, strong back, and firm buttocks, yes. Reminded me very much of Mummy when she was younger. Well, she was huge. Technically, she was a giant. We used to have a little laugh about that, and sometimes she'd get upset. We fell very much in love. It was possibly, 5, 6, 7, 8 days, possibly a week, and we were married. She liked to give 100% all the time for everything she did, and unfortunately, that's how her demise came. Well, yes, all I can say really is she went to open the gate for the Herefords, and little known by her, they hadn't been fed for 3 days. Really, it can only be described as a stampede of miniature Herefords. Terrible. Well, yeah, she managed to get to her feet twice. She gave me a wave. I waved back. But we have a bond, and I knew that wasn't a cheery wave. It was a wave of despair. Unfortunately, it was too late. The whole herd had moved across her. Well, yes. Diana, my second wife, was very, very different from Cynthia. Diana was a jewel of the Thames, should I say. It was a little play on the jewel of the Nile, really. She used to have a cheeky habit of saying, no, 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 Nigel. Yes, I deep down, I think it was a form of affection, really. Yes. Yes, it was a form of affection, really. Again, things moved very, very fast. We'd known each other a little over 2 weeks, and we got married here, again, on the estate. It was a beautiful day. I remember it with fond memories. We came out of the church, and there was Cynthia's grave, and it was nice to see that the grass had come along nicely there. Unfortunately, we were only married 2 weeks, and, well, she passed away. Yes, it was a terrible, terrible accident. The hunt, we'd all geared up with the hounds, and, well, by sheer coincidence, Diana was actually sprayed with fox urine. I mean, it was a massacre. They went through like knife through butter, really. So when they'd done their business, I dismounted, and all there was left with her was her glove. Most distressing, really. Well, yes, I met Penelope at the theatre. I was in the city buying tweed, and a friend of mine introduced me to her. Absolutely stunning filly. She was a city girl through and through. She really didn't understand the countryside. She didn't like it. She told me many times a day. She had a tremendous sense of humour. Her favourite game was hide and seek. Sometimes I didn't find her for days. Yes, well, a couple of months later, we were married. It was a very small affair, 300-ish friends and family. It was a hoot of a day, actually. Unfortunately, Penelope's auntie was accosted by the peacock. It's a very good thing that Frank was there. A couple of stitches and she was away dancing the Highland jig. Sadly, we were only together a couple of weeks before Penelope came to a horrible death. We found her, well, I say we, Frank found her in the greenhouse on the Sunday morning. Apparently, she'd gone to the West Wing, to the battlements, and the police said she'd lost her footing and slipped. It made a terrible mess. So yes, consequently, Frank's had to do quite a bit of work on the old polytunnel here. Well, that's until the insurance comes through. Well, Frank, I don't know what I'd do without him. He's been an absolute rock.
Well, I worked for the Carmedy-Smythe family for over 40 years, so I've known Mr. Nigel since he were a little fella. I watched him being breastfed when he was a baby, and he's grown up to be a true gentleman. His mother would be very proud of him if she could see him today. Bless her very kind soul and broad shoulders. I promised her ladyship on her deathbed. Well, actually, the old greenhouse. Yeah, heat stroke, followed by a heart attack. Turned out to be a suicide in the end. Anyway, I promised her that I would look over him like a guardian angel looks over his most loved and cherished and dearest. With women is his downfall. All the ones he's ever known have let him down. Bitches. As long as I'm alive, you'll never be troubled by him again. I've done things to make it right for Mr. Nigel.